Hello, everyone. My name is Playgruff, but you can call me Avery. You can call me Avery. I wanted to do something a little different than what I usually do, aside from video essays and video game stream clips. As you all know, I'm a bit of a streamer, so sometimes I will stream video games whenever I feel like it, or whenever I just have free time and I'm bored, but I wanted to do something a bit different today. So as of lately, I finally got my old laptop from high school working, and because of that, I wanted to experiment with some of my streaming platforms and all that stuff. So usually I stream on Twitch on my PlayStation, but because of the whole situation with my laptop, I wanted to try streaming or screen recording some video games on my computer. And I am poor because after a lot of issues with some of my past jobs and other issues in the past with my mental health, be it what it is, I got laid off, I got displaced from other jobs, I've just been completely lost for finding a job, but I decided I would try my best to become a full-time voice actor and maybe even try and make some money out of streaming, hopefully being able to support myself while I'm still living with my parents. Now, that's another story for another time, but what I really want to get at is that I can't afford games on my computer. So, what I decided to do is I decided to go onto itch.io. If you're familiar with this website, it is a website filled with indie games. Some of them cost money, some of them are free, some of them you can play in browser, and some of them you can download just like that. And because of that, I wanted to try streaming some of these games, and I got this idea. What if I played some of these visual novels or horror games, or be it mental health indie games, just to give them a little shout out and explain how I felt about them. I guess in a way, like do like a playthrough / review of it. And I came across this lovely game called You're Just Imagining It. Now I'm going to explain everything about how I felt about this game and what was going through my head as I played it. But yes, let's talk about it a bit. Now, at first, to understand what this game is all about, you must first understand that it is not a game. As stated as the creator, it is not a game, it is mostly just a simulator about having a chronic illness since, well, for as long as you can remember, and trying your best to get a diagnosis for it. Which, if you have a chronic illness or any illness whatsoever and have struggled with this in the past, this game will hit way too close to home, as it did for me and some of my friends who I have known have had the same struggles in the past with getting diagnoses and struggling with getting their doctors to take them seriously. Now, at first I was a bit confused because I didn't understand some of the mechanics of the game, but as I looked at the tutorial, which obviously you should always do, always look at the tutorial, always make sure you understand the game before you get into it or get immersed in it, and I slowly started to understand. Now, while I was playing, I wasn't able to record my microphone, sadly, because of the music and just my overall shitty laptop, but the feelings that I was having were very complicated, as I got frustrated with these doctors that kept telling my character, hey, by the way, you're just imagining it, you're too young to be going through this, you're thin, you should be eating better, you should know better, you shouldn't talk back to your doctor. And I just thought, wow, this is all too real. as there are so many unprofessional doctors in the field of medicine that shouldn't be there telling people what they should and should not be feeling, because they honestly just don't take the time or consideration to take any of their patients really seriously. And this is not a generalization for all doctors, because I do actually have quite a good family doctor who takes me seriously and helps me out. But not everyone is as lucky as me. And knowing one of my close friends who has had to deal with this for years now, this made me feel so much worse for them. I just want everyone to know that playing this game is not good medical advice, as stated in the warnings and statements before the gameplay. You should definitely go find a doctor. You shouldn't avoid going to the doctor, because not going to the doctor will only make your illness worse. Now, as someone who has autism, I know that other people with autism have struggled to get a proper diagnosis, especially when it comes to mental health. But that's not just with mental health, it's also with chronic illness. It's with basically any illness. They think, oh, you're imagining it, you're Googling it too much, you're looking into it, but you should always trust your instinct, because you know your body more than anyone else. You know yourself more better than anyone else, especially any doctor. So if any doctor is telling you you're imagining it, don't listen to them. If you feel that doctor isn't a good fit for you, you should definitely find a new one, find someone who's suitable for you. Overall, this game was very sad. I just remember having to keep going through life and hearing the characters' inner dialogue and just seeing how much pain they were in and how much energy they were losing, and it put me in the shoes of, wow, there are really people out there who have to go to their work every day in severe amounts of pain with little to no support, and it's just extremely upsetting. Not only that, but it took me 8 years to get a diagnosis in the game, and that is incredibly wrong and upsetting. And in the very last statement of the game, you can tell that this character and the creator, who has said that this game was made out of frustration and a way to explain how finally getting diagnosed with a chronic illness disorder or genetic disorder after all those years of trying is very frustrating and shouldn't be the case for so many people. Not only that, but it explains how crooked the medical system is in some countries and some places, because it costs money to go visit the doctor just to see what's going on and to keep you from getting in pain. Now, I am in a very privileged state where I am living with my parents and I do not have to pay for any of that. I'm very lucky, but at the same time, I'm going to be turning 21 soon, where I will have to find a way to support myself without being under my parents' medical insurance. Now, I might be getting a little too personal, but I feel like this game is a very personal thing to put out into the world. A very personal experience, and it is very relatable. But I just want to let you know that if you are suffering from an illness, trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust your gut, because you are most likely in pain for a reason. It isn't just, oh, you're not eating well enough, oh, you're just imagining it. There's most definitely something wrong. And as someone with autism, it goes both ways. It goes for physical health and it goes for mental health. And I just want to shout out, this might be just a short little indie game, but at the end of the day, it was very meaningful. It was very well made and very well put together. And I just wanted to shout out NPC CK. You did a great job with this game, and I hope that you continue to make more games in the future, because I very much enjoyed playing this game the other day. It is free on itch.io, but also feel free to donate to the cause, because, like I said, this game was probably pretty hard to make, because I've tried making games before and I gave up halfway through, or even later before halfway through. That's not proper English. What I mean to say is, I've tried making games before and I gave up way before I even got started. So if you want to check out this game, feel free to donate to them or just download it for free. Honestly, this game is very much worth it. It's a great game, simulator, whatever you want to call it. I liked it, but yeah, good game overall, and I will continue to review more of these mental health indie games, because I feel like some of them have a very important message to say to all that. Thank you again for watching my video and this little review. I hope you like watching my little review. It made me happy playing this game. Thank you once again. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day.